Shimoshmire, where the risk of getting forever stuck is omnipresent, regardless of whether you want it or not. What a rocky land! Some rubber scrap got uncovered over there. Just what you were looking for. No windows to look out at the sky from down here. That sealed the fate of the third World Eater. Just one more to go. Out of Date asked to see you again to congratulate you and let you in on the final phases of his plan. This is your chance to get his priorities aligned with yours. Do right by your tribe and the world at large. Just head back to the Ark. He seemed eager to see you again. Good thing you're not claustrophobic. Out of Date thinks the time has come to end the conflict between the tribes. There won't be any winners in this war. You should know it's not too late to change direction by visiting another tribe's fort. However, it might be best to stick with the tribe you've chosen already. He believes it'll take someone with a light perspective and key to counterbalance the Sifu's energy in the end. Regardless of the outcome, you need to play your part and conclude the conquest. It'll be over soon. Out of Date reminds you that the time has come to end the tribe war. He's happy to help. Says you should take care. You know, it snows in the mountains all year round.
Betty?
She wonders if the rumors she's heard about you finding the Ark are true. Thinks that's impossible, of course, but she also knows you regularly make the impossible happen. With the world recovering, the Ark would be a wonderful way to see it, so much faster than even her favorite gnotes. Loves that you did your best to help the world rather than hurt it. You could have used much more of that, even before you returned. Any idea who might be joining you on your Arky journeys?
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help your next. There's a seat open on the Ark should you want to offer it as a gesture of appreciation.
Why? You don't need anyone else but yourself and me, of course, but I'm a part of you, so that doesn't count.
If you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go further, go together. The only one we'd want to get away quickly from here is darkness.
But you know you can't go on without me. Even if I'm bad company, I complete you.
I think we can finally agree on something. It is better to be alone than in bad company. But best of all is being good company yourself.
Feels deeply honored that you'd want her to come with you. An Ark is no ganote, but she can't pass this up. She's coming aboard. Noko knows she's known for saying things over again. Time to ride. Got word you found the greatest glider of all. An Ark. Can't imagine how that would feel. To zoom so fast. Funny that you found an Ark when you don't need to go anywhere in it. The world's still going to be here. Proud of you for thinking about helping before escaping, either way. Wonders if there are any open seats left in that fancy Ark glider of yours.
So, what we have here is an opportunity to...
Why? You don't need anyone else.
If you want to go...
But you know...
Feels thrilled to snag a seat in your Ark. Can't wait to glide through the skies. Goop knows... See... This won't be a field trip. It's the real thing.
Joko da sombo.
Me.
Joko sai kandom dirindom.
You look like...
Sai kandom.
Come toward the light.
Slow down.
When you see...
What was a...
Poppy!
They used to call this a thoroughfare. Look at all those old homes. Someone will pay dearly for that. The oil claimed this land a long time ago. Feeling better than ever. There's something there. Skronkers. Let's see. There's the sovereign who runs this outpost. He didn't expect his outpost to be invaded, but now that you're working with their rival, he can see why. Not sure if you're likable enough to just give up the outpost without a fight. Says he just realized a peaceful end to this would be best. He'll trust the outpost to you. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. He says you did a great job capturing the outpost. You're one step closer to ending the tribe war. Says you're in good company there. The end is coming to the world, and everything else. Check out that motor juice station. Wonder if there's any go juice left in the juice tank. Let's see.
You know muito saka.
Says they've been waiting for you to...
Da sak. Uitatut.
There is...
Yal mapa.
Get up there and get fixing. Just a few moves left. Make them count. The mountains are closer to the sun, yet colder. Seems like a sturdy rope. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Just a few moves left. Make them count. All fixed up. The arc shooters are already gearing up the high booms. Hope their aimers are fixed too. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. He says you did a great job capturing. Says you're in. Everything is at stake. Let's see.
Uliti. Zola Haga. Zola Haga.
Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lobber. Back in the spot, wrecked it. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it, then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks loaded. Shoot it and watch it blow. Kaboom! You're in. Keep going. Here's the second line of defense. It's smouldering already. Give it a good smack. Give it a good smack. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Thinks you did a great job capturing the rival's third outpost, and believes the rival is weak enough to engage them at their fort. They all hope you... He knows things that you need to know. Says they... Go make the most of the day. They've been waiting for you. Taking control of this fort will bring peace between... The plan is to fling you over the wall with a sling lobber. However... Explain. Heads up, that's Peak Spot, a great place to watch the world from. Who knows who might be watching you? This story needs a hero. That's something. A ring dinger from the yesterdays. A thingamabob used to pling signal the faraways. Let's find out if it still works. Great shot. You're half dead. Embrace the day. Tough like steel. Well, what do you know? keep hauling yourself into the air? Seems the keys need to be in sequence to make the ring-dinger work. Just a few moves left. Make them count. So, the technology from yesterday's is still here today, even if its message is getting old. Just charge right along. Who cares if they see you? It's time to set the rival tribe free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to their Sifu. Convincing the Sifu that peace between your tribes is the only way you'll all survive won't be easy. He doubts the Sifu. That's a fire starter. The dry grass looks like it would ignite easily. You just need to create a spark to light a fire. It burns brighter than the light. This is turning out to be quite an expedition. painful. The battering bonker looks like a great way to get through the gate. Bet you just need to knock and it'll open up. That's bonkers. The Netra tribe values liberty and is striving to protect freedom. They want to continue with each tribe being responsible for their own and believe that uniting the tribes is the only way you can survive. He was hoping it wouldn't end this way. There's no reason to fight instead of uniting. It would be fighting over nothing. He just needs a logical reason to trust you with the fort and fate of his tribe. If fight is all you do, he can't stand by you. He recognizes the strength of a good argument and agrees it's for the best. He'll give up the fort to you. The rival Sifu is defeated, and the destiny of their tribe is in your hands. You are free to choose their fate, but not free from the consequences of your choice. He'll leave it up to you to decide the fate of the rival Sifu, but thinks it's a good gesture to offer support to others when you can see that they need it. And with that, you're spinning your own fate, good or bad, never to be undone. Side by side they'll stand until order and stability is reinstituted. He's gotten news that the other tribes have realized there are no winners in this war. There's no purpose in antagonism. All three of them believe your tribe has grown strong enough to unite them. It's clear your efforts have been successful. There's light at the end of the tunnel. The tribes are tired of war and will remember the one who brought them peace, whether you decide it'll be now or later. So, do you want to end the war now or continue the crusade? He agrees. Better save your energy for something meaningful. It's the Netra claw chain. The mountains sure are beauty-filled.
Ugambun ang ugagad yebromo wuf mayani.
Out of Date says there'll be consequences of the war, but there are more pressing matters at hand.
Alu vutulua.
The last World Eater has been left undisturbed with the tree while you focused on the war.
Mayani tulua lu tuluka.
He thought someone with your light perspective and key would have had different priorities and faced the World Eaters before resolving the tribe war.
E bubuku vun vun mpa wherefore where.
Regardless, Out of Date is grateful the tribe war is over.
Koye vun tuvun bunun.
Out of Date understands the road has been rough, but you already know what's left to end this journey, and it'll be tough.
Koye vun tuvun bunun. Mauya.
You're the only one that's strong enough to face the last World Eater.
Adu wamawa.
The future depends on someone with a light perspective to give the world a chance to survive.
Lotu lu bayo.
Only time will tell what the future holds, and if it will bring a lasting peace for those that make it to the end.
Ayamu waya.
Out of Date says the word about what you've done so far is spreading. The tribes haven't lost hope yet.
Mauketo tul atu iamanau.
He appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's had urgent news from his friend Wiz in the northwest.
Kutuvun poputuwe.
He's unsure about your intentions, but hopes you'll support Wiz.
Loma tuaha.
He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Wiz and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date's hunch is real. The Merc Puff is up next.
Loma tuaha. Le yayato.
Out of Date says that Wiz is worried now that the Northwest World Eater is stepping up its activity.
Momombusu?
He explains that Wiz is working on an undersurf vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done.
Taimis yudnuluaf tula.
Out of Date suggests that you should head northwest as fast as possible and see what you can do to help.
Tu wavu.
He's happy to help.
Kim hobe bekuko hifar muk.
At least being underground keeps you out of the weather. If the mount didn't throw you, you're good. Old bric-bracs like that, sometimes still full of good things. As long as karma exists, the world changes, and we change with it. You've discovered Fanaki leaves, the densest jungle in the land. Better get hacking. Hey, there's some scrumpy metal scrap for you. You need to point its face in the right direction. Let's see. You can never have too much scrap, plastic or otherwise. The Surge Surf Factory. Keep your eye out for Wiz while you're here. Let's see. Guess you still want more than that. Wuz isn't easy on the tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around these days. Says it's good to see you again. He's Wiz. You might remember him from the old days when he let you try his octopod. Wiz remembers you were such a cheery kid, and he's glad to see that light hasn't faded from you, despite the years. But Wiz understands it was a long time ago, and memories get murkier the deeper you go. But says it helps to have... It was a tragedy, but also sad that you chose to leave. It's a miracle you made it on the outside on your own. That land is harsh, they say. Wiz said... He knows you've returned to face Lupa Lupin, and that confrontation is as inevitable as the tides. He's not surprised that the loss of your family could plunge you into the depths forever, but you've always been able to rise like a bubble to the surface, no matter what. He knows that though the tides of history may push you in one direction, you can always... Ultimately it...
Run, Dark, run!
It's not a race.
You only say that because you're losing.
That doesn't mean I'm wrong.
No, there are lots of other reasons you're wrong.
Asks if you ever think about freedom and whether any of us really has it. Did you make the decisions that brought you here, or are you just a pawn of fate? Glad to hear that. He only wishes he was that sure about himself. Amazed the world is going to continue on, but happy to hear it. Still so many things to invent. Impressed that you fought so hard to keep the world spinning. Thinks you were smart to join with the Myriad. They have a rainbow of ways to approach any problem. Thinks that kind of diversity brings strength. But that's not nearly as important as this. Wiz says that you should let the past dwell in the depths, but there's something else down there too, gnawing at the Tree of Life. He's named it the Merc Puff. This is why he's tinker-tonkering with the octopod. But the lid got stuck, so he needs a big enough tug twister to open it up and let you a-going. He can't leave the surge station, so you must help him find a tug twister. There's a wound-up mecha Fingro in the mecha stadium that still has one stuck on its back. Find it. He found it stranded on a shore nearby and got Gizmo to help tow it here so they could get to work on it. Toxanol probably made it to go under surf and see the damage they've caused for themselves. It's time for an adventure, for good or bad. Looks like some solid wood scrap there. Check out that plastic scrap over there. Bang Shelter 11E. Just the place to ride out a storm. It's a cold zone. Even a thick coat of fur is enough to keep you warm here. It's time to do what's right, for certain values of right. You're in charge of that mount. Act like it. An old home. Could be something to it. That's the hut. Wonder if there's anything still inside. Wonder where we can get some ride shoes for the mount. Found a bric-brac that's not absolutely flat. Don't want to point a finger, but the Mecca Stadium is near here. Need a key. Should have gone for a bigger size. Nothing's going to waste. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Night covers the land. That's just nasty. Biohazards make you puke. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. You need to loosen the bolts without unsettling it. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's too much distress. That's it. The tug twister's loose. Let's hope it turned the grabbing hand into a helping hand, too. The story will go on as long as there is someone there to listen. He believed the tug twister would do the trick, but now realizes brute force won't do the trick. You need some... He agrees that it's an option if you want to break stuff, but in this case you want to keep things intact, so it won't leak once you get undersurf. He says the lid should open if you sprinkle grease it. Problem is, he's all out. He knows his old friend Choo Choo always keeps his grease sprinklers well filled. He should have an extra that you can borrow. He stresses that you should come back as soon as you've retrieved the grease sprinkler. The Merc Puff is crunching bark by the minute. Wiz heard he's currently stranded at the end of the line, so it should be easier to track him down now compared to when he's running rails. Mush mush. An old munch house. Imagine having hot food brought to you. That's a putty-upper plaza. Some were actually trying to build something before it all started to end. Pounding your chest won't help. Feels lonely here. Even the air is gone. You've reached the end of the line. Bet you can find Choo Choo here.
Pasata konta pa. Oh, kasi mo to sumika pa kambaba mala
Choo Choo.
para malo kambasa patet pata pa pampatis ba chu kambasa patet pata ta
You-
ta ko sap kaya mata sa pore pakat malam tapoto koya ba
Wants to know if
koya ba kung pata
likes.
pore pakat ko sita ba
Seems like the world came out of its rut.
chu chu chu
Can't thank you enough for hitting the brakes.
ko sita ba
But let's
so takoto koi pampaksuda
says
mo ikantong pasabata chu chu chu
as you can.
pai pore pakat
He's been off track since the world started dying.
pore pakat basa kambasa patet pata kung pata
This time, though, he was sidetracked and
no kasaba koi kung pata
Wingnut
koi
says he. Hey, there's some rubber scrap over there, just right for the taking. It's time for an adventure, for good or bad. Heroes inspire in a way nothing else can. The Wingnut Chug Tunnel. It goes on forever. Your energy is empty. Keep at it. The day is dawning. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Watch out for drop-offs. They can surprise you down here. Grab tight and don't let go. Choo Choo says he knew you'd come through. If some... He keeps it safe in a box on that... It's... Choo Choo. It's a versatile tool. He's convinced you'll put... Says there's no better person to use it. Glad the rails led you...
There's a bright day coming!
Hey, that's going to get you burned. That stings.
Oh, do you want some festive for that?
Choo Choo says he can't wait to get out of this place. Says you should... You shouldn't Choo Choo. He believes you've got what it takes to make a difference. He's witnessed it himself. Says he can't see the end of your rails, but if you grease them up good, he
싹.
Choo Choo's thrilled you found the...
거야 봐.
Needs no rails.
가슴 어떠십니까 봐. 거야 추조.
Says he
볼을 바깥.
wonders who you might call...
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help you.
Why?
If you want to.
But you know you can't go on without...
볼을 바깥. 라바도.
Huh?
라바도.
Choo Choo says he's ready to pack up.
저다그도.
Understand. Nothing's more important right now than this.
안티까 우르바야 운나라.
Wiz says that there's no plan to confront the Merkpuff until the octopod is properly armed.
지간반바이 아바고.
He said
있잖아 정신.
there's a rumor that some of Boom's pyro sticks shot off and are out there roaming free.
깨비 엔 바람 까줘이.
You should keep an eye on the horizon for pyros. If
엔 말로 앉아 빰바라가. 깨비.
good ride long. Tell it, no biting. That's a bang plant, where Toxanol used to make all sorts of splody things before it blew up in their faces. You're still aboard your mount, which is probably a good sign. That looks like an unbanged pyro stick on the loose. Better catch it before it goes off. The pyro sticks will cause a bang, but targeting is on you. This means you'll have to go visit Gil at Burble Bottom. There are shadows forming again. You located the village named Loblydurk. Let's see. Says you're in... Your destiny waits on the path you'll take to avoid. Always a deal to be made. Found a good home for your junk. Let's hope you won't regret it. Took care of it. Crit. Good ridey beast, no hurty. This is Burble Bottom, residents of Gil. The air feels electric. Happy to finally get to meet you. He's seen a lot of things wash up. Figures it's impossible. As bad as the air might be, the goo is even worse. It must have been upstream only to get to this point in your histo-future. But which way are you going now? With the flow or against?
Must face with which west?
It's crazy hard to flipper against the surf, but you can't save the world if you let it sweep you away.
Western Hannelore.
Either way, it's a shame the surf has gotten so nasty. Thinks life is like trying to ride a wave. You need to pick the right one, but you don't really know which one that is until you're on top of it. Better to ride a wave than let the perfect one pass you by. Seems to him that there's always another wave coming along. Can't imagine how wonderful it's going to be to surf on gooless goo. The world is going to live. Can't thank you enough for fighting against the goo. Happy you ride alongside the Myriad. They bring a real shine to everything they work with. Says they shine so bright. They glitter on the waves. But none of that's nearly as important as enjoying the day, right? He never drank from this pond because of the disgusting things done there. Even the fish stopped drinking here after the pollution made the surf mucked and the air blocked his gills. He figures the Tree of Life isn't drinking either. Or, well, that's not true. He said it does drink, as it has no other choice. It's a tree, but it's forced to drink poison. Says that hardly matters. Even if he could have once, who can now? His friend Wiz needs guppos for one reason or another, and Gil is ready to point you in the right direction. But here, you're only going to find dead ones. He's pretty sure Wiz wants them alive. Well, at least the ones that aren't already rotting. If you head in the right direction, you'll find a clean enough bit of surf to snag yourself some guppos. Then you can get them to Wiz for whatever he has in mind. Figures he's always been a friend to Wiz, and now he can be one to you too. Let's see. Tell... Best part of a mount? No need to refuel. Yuck! Biohazard. Sickening. Wonder what's up there. Just a few moves left. Make them count. This day is as good as it's going to get. Such a treasure. Definitely not open. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Locked. Just a few moves left. Make them count. This place can feel like it's closing in around you. You always find good use for things like that. Story. That seems to be enough, Guppo. He's surprised the Merc pup. It's just another proof of the evolutionary change caused by being undersurf has meant the This means the northwest route has grave can hold you down. That was the last of them. You've sealed the fate of the tribe and the tree. It's time for the end game. You have your destiny. Follow it all the way back to Out of Date. He never told anyone about what's next, but he's sure it involves you. Just continue to stay true to yourself and respect others whatever happens. You've become their pride, the guiding light of the tribe. It's time to return to the tree one last time. You never know how long anything's been buried underground.
Tuloya, vuto lulla, kuchai, hifar befarbe.
Out of Date says the signs of the end of the world are everywhere. It seems nature is preparing to take revenge.
Iatu yao mawa.
The day of reckoning is coming, and you are invited. He can feel you're approaching the end date.
Come, Reaper.
If you haven't decided whom of all like-minded, light-hearted beings you've met have earned a seat on the Ark yet, it's time to do that now.
Mayani. Iatu yao mawa.
Then grasp your last chance to make sure Lupa Lupin's stopped for good. The tree settled its score, but it left yours half done.
Atu wamawa kotobuata.
He says you need to see Lupa Lupin eye to eye one last time.
Mpa, wherefore, where?
He's happy to help.
Tolitreya ya maoloa.
Says darkness cloaks the world. The Sifu is seeking revenge too. He hasn't forgotten what Lupa Lupin did, but he also wants to stop him from attacking his tribe.
What?
That the world seems to survive doesn't mean he must.
bloody tick, Galafone.
He hopes you agree, even if it goes against your light-hearted nature. There's no room for predators in the world the Myriad tribe is building. But he knows this is your fight. You should handle it. Lupa Lupin's own fear was his shackles, not the roots of the tree. It just changed him. You have a chance to stand back and let the tribe handle it. Ready to step into the fray. Are the odds about to change in your favor? If a friend dies, something inside you dies. You can save the seafood by making yourself a target. waves spread when the world crumbles. This is not a prophecy, me telling you about the future. It's you shaping it. Here's a vulgar display of power. The more he does, the stronger he becomes. This is how it ends. The Predator and the world itself suffering. But at least it's a sign they're both still alive.
So, what we have here is a clear matter of life and death, and only you can make a difference.
You continue to make bad decisions and mistakes. Oh, it never ends.
It's easy to make a good decision when there's only one option. The only mistake here is you.
My mistake is letting you speak. My conviction is that the world would be a better place without your voice.
Convincing yourself doesn't win the argument. In the end, we won't remember the words of our enemies, but the silences of our friends.
The weak can't forgive. Forgiveness is a strength. It's not all life and death. It's no better time than now to accept a helping hand. Do you wonder what turn life might have taken if you'd done things different? A left when you went right? A yes when you said no? You've walked the thin line between survival and disaster and haven't lost your balance yet. It's because of you the Tree of Life and the world has been given a second chance. You carried the light in a world full of dark and made a difference in a place that needed change. You allied with the Myriad tribe and acted on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. However, light and dark does simply represent the polarities of life. One can't exist without the other. This isn't the end. Just being surrounded by nature as it heals itself will rejuvenate us. Nature will teach us how to survive. So, trust your conscience to show you the way, and everything else will follow. As foretold, you were destined to split the chains of this world. But you're not alone. Those that shared your perspective and gained your trust will accompany you on your journey. Is there a world out there that's better suited for those imbalanced in their light nature than this one? Whether or not, we'll leave your story on record, so those who come after will know you followed your light nature and saved the world. So, when all is said and done, it turned out to be an unusual ending after all. What could be better than ending the story the right way? Ending it your way, a beginning of something new.